I just had a talk with a seven-figure entrepreneur, and he concluded that having digital real estate at the current times is better than having real estate due to the current risk that real estate has compared to the risk that digital real estate has. I'm actually currently sitting in an office. This office costs around $4,000 a month to be in. So if you manage $4,000 a month in overhead, and let's say if you have 100 people here, you would need at least $40 a month from each of them to be making $4,000. So you need 100 people to be paying you $40 to then break even, and not including the space is probably already full. So now imagine if you sell them for $1,000 a month. Well, then you're making 40 grand a month with a $4,000 overhead, not including teachers. You're making around 36 grand. It's probably take 10 grand off of that, take another 6 grand with taxes. You're making about 20 grand a month. That's around $250,000 a month, $250,000 a year business. Great. Now imagine if we didn't have that overhead. We then doubled our business. We now make 500,000 a year, which is a new lifestyle compared to what? All you did was take that real estate business and just put it into a digital business. Let me give you an example. My mom currently owns a daycare. This daycare, let's say if it has 10 to 15 kids and each kid pays $1,000. Well, $1,000 per kid, that's around 15,000 a month. Well, it costs four to 6 grand to manage the property. Well, that's 4 to 6 gone. Then you need 4 grand for the teachers. Oh, that's 10 gone. And then you need 4 grand for profit. Well, that's 4 grand profit from 14. Cool. That's like a 33% profit. Not bad. That's like Shopify or something. Let's imagine she didn't have that overhead or fulfillment or teachers. She's selling a digital product on digital real estate, a digital product. So she says, let's say she makes $1,000. She sells $1,000 package to parents who want their kid to stop using the freaking phone. Because one of the things that my mom has, she teaches kids how to disconnect from the phone. There's no phones, there's no TV in her daycare at all. She teaches them how to actually learn. It's a learning center. And she doesn't understand how powerful it is in the age of these many people where people don't, if you take a phone from a kid in 2025, they will scream. Like they will like have a tantrum. Like it's crazy. Digital real estate gives you no overhead and a way higher chance to sell. Like, you know how hard it is to sell a brick and mortar? And you're only one. You have to scale, and it's way harder to scale. You have to scale the whole place itself. You got to take that and go reprint it. Like KFC, that was a terrible example, but 99 cent store, terrible example. They got put out of business. Dollar Tree, Walmart, Target, all these big name, big brand companies. Chipotle, Panda Express. That's a great one. He's really, really good because I think that's all in house. He has so many Panda Expresses and makes so much money off of Chinese food. Chinese food. That's brick and mortar. Let's compare that to a digital real estate business. If you take 1,000 people and then you sell $1,000 item to them, and this item you don't have to spend your time with them. Not only do you not have to fulfill them, but you just made your first $1,000,000 online. Let's say you pay 200K in taxes. That's high compared to when you're an entrepreneur because you can write off a lot of stuff. 20% still better than a 35 that you was getting smacked for 100K. So you still make you relatively still spent less taxes than the person who got 35% of their income took because you only got 20% of your income took. Just because you made the choice to go digital instead of brick and mortar. I think the best play truthfully is to go digital and then throw it into the real estate because you can make the money way faster in digital and then go throw it into real estate because let's say if they shut down everything. They shut down everything. They shut down the lights. They shut down the satellites that shut off our crypto. And let's say it's 10 years when we're paying everything in Bitcoin and Ethereum. And they shut it all off. What do? Guess what becomes more valuable? Real estate. So they're always going to have control over stuff. They'll push digital real estate until we get it taken off the map. And now we're like, oh, if you don't have land, you don't have nothing. And we're back at the Stone Ages where whoever has land is more powerful. And that's how slavery restarts. That's just a crazy anomaly. And it's not going to be race involved. It's whoever doesn't have property. You become a slave too. So I'm not trying to say, oh, for black people. No, forget that. I don't even believe in BLM. That was started by a person that's opposite race of me. So why would I even go, woo, BLM? No, I support me and my family, and that's it. And anything else on top of that, that's just going to overflow into others. But I just focus on filling my own cup. Whoever gets extra, gets extra. So, yeah, I wouldn't fall into the trap of going into a real estate business, going into this, going to that, going to chase this. Like, you have better luck selling a product for someone else without having to fulfill the product or create it. And there's being the middleman and making way more money than trying to go create your own product or going to try to build your own business. Like sometimes people think that they have to build a business. You don't have to. Create a digital product. That's not always building a business. That's just creating an asset. Sell someone else's digital. Sell someone else's digital product. Sell someone else's. You don't always have to think outside the box too much. Someone's selling $1,000 item right there, and they'll give you 500 if you sell it for them. Go find 500 people to sell that $500 item to. You just made $250,000. And it's that simple. Or you can do the Myron Golden math. You take a 50,000 people times $20, 1 mil. Okay, 50,000 people. We take that again down. We lose a zero. 5,000 people. 5,000 people times that by 200. Bring a zero down or add a zero. Still 1 million. 500. You get the point. 500 people, X, add a zero. $2,000. 1 million. Stay with me. I promise it'll be worth it. 50 people times a $20,000 item. 1 million. 5 people. 200K. 1 million. Now imagine if you kept all these offers and you started off with just a $20 offer. You got better, you created the $200 one. You got better, you created the $2,000 one. You got better with the $20,000. Then you got better, now you sell your time for $200,000. You go speak at a seminar, you go change 50 people's life. And you did that because you had 10 seminars, all 5 people. 5 people each, 10 seminars. And you made $200,000 each time. You can do the math on that. You're making big bread. And then not on top of the books you're selling 50,000 books a year. You have 5,000 courses being sold. You have 500 people in your $2,000 course. And you got 5 people in your 1 week with me offer, where they get the mastermind, they get this, they get that, they get this, but they also get to come spend a week with you. So these offers will stack when it's digital. When it's friggin' in person, you got just with this. And this is not including, you don't have to sell in your city. You can sell in the whole world. You can sell to the whole world. It's up to you. Be wealthy. Entrepreneurs, there is a way that you can lose weight without giving up the food that you love. I just created a 5-day challenge, which is the lifestyle balance method that I use to lose 100 pounds in just 1 year. If you want to do the exact same thing as me and keep building your business at the same time you're building your body, click the link down below.